Blackheads are one of the most common forms of acne, and preventing them usually has much more to do with patience, consistency, and gentle daily habits than with harsh scrubbing or dramatic quick fixes. A blackhead forms when oil, dead skin cells, and debris collect inside a pore, and the surface of that clogged material is exposed to air, which makes it darken. So the main goal is to reduce buildup while keeping the skin barrier calm instead of irritated. A gentle routine is usually the most dependable routine. Wash your face with a mild cleanser and lukewarm water in the morning and again at night. And if you sweat heavily after exercise, yard work, or a long, humid day, it makes sense to cleanse afterward in a gentle way instead of letting sweat, oil, sunscreen, and residue sit on the skin for hours. What usually does not help is washing your face over and over throughout the day, rubbing hard with rough cloths, grinding gritty scrubs into the skin, or treating blackheads as if they were dirt that can simply be polished away with force. Too much friction often leaves the skin red, tight, and irritated, while the clogged pores remain right where they were. It is also important not to squeeze, pinch, scrape, or try to dig out blackheads with fingernails or random tools at home, because that can increase inflammation and may leave marks or scars that last much longer than the original problem. Choose skincare, sunscreen, makeup, and hair products that are labeled non-comedogenic, oil-free, or water-based when possible, because heavier oily products can worsen congestion. If you use waxes, pomades, or rich leave-in hair products, try to keep them away from the forehead, temples, and sides of the face, because those areas often react badly to residue. Remove makeup completely before bed, change pillowcases and face towels regularly, and try not to spend the whole day pressing your cheek into your hand while reading, scrolling, or watching television. If your skin tolerates active ingredients, salicylic acid can help loosen dead skin and reduce pore buildup, and adapalene can also be useful because it helps prevent pores from clogging over time. But the wise approach is to start slowly, use one main active product at a time, and stay steady rather than trying several strong products in one impatient weekend. A lightweight moisturizer can still help even if your skin is oily, because irritated, dehydrated skin often becomes harder to manage. And sunscreen matters too, especially if you use exfoliating or retinoid-type products. So finding a comfortable, lightweight sunscreen is worth the effort. Prevention is usually quiet and repetitive in the best possible way. Gentle cleansing, sensible products, patience, and resisting the urge to punish your face because progress is slower than your mood. Improvement often takes time, so think of blackhead prevention as maintenance rather than battle. Keep expectations realistic, stay gentle, and remember that calmer skin usually comes from steady habits rather than dramatic effort. If your skin is easily irritated, less is often more. If a product consistently makes your skin feel greasy, sticky, itchy, or more congested, simplify your routine and give your skin time to settle. If you wear makeup often, fully removing it at night is a simple habit that can make a real difference over time. And if acne becomes painful, deep, widespread, or starts leaving scars or dark marks, it is much smarter to get help from a clinician than to keep improvising in frustration. Now that the sensible skin part is complete, let us leave the bathroom mirror behind and travel to a retirement community in the United States where nobody cared much about clogged pores, but everybody cared very deeply about lawn chairs, potato salad, and whether a grown man over 80 should ever be allowed to wear a foam finger with dignity. The place was called Meadow Pines Residences, a retirement community just outside Louisville, Kentucky, where the sidewalks were wide, the porches were full of rocking chairs, and the main clubhouse had the permanent smell of coffee, lemon cleaner, and something baked by a woman who claimed it took only 10 minutes when everyone knew that was a lie told for moral advantage. Meadow Pines offered the usual dignified entertainments of later life, which meant there was chair yoga on Monday, cards on Tuesday, hymn sing on Wednesday, movie matinee on Thursday, and on weekends some version of social chaos in slacks. The unofficial queen of the place was 75-year-old Nancy Hollis, a retired school office manager with silver hair set every Friday, glasses on a chain, and the exact kind of patient expression that made even nonsense slow down before entering the room. Her closest friend was 81-year-old Earl Whitaker, widower, former owner of a paint and hardware store, wearer of plaid shirts and belt buckles with more history than polish, and a man who believed that weak coffee, vague plans, and any chair with fabric arms were all signs of social decline. Also in their circle were Dolores Vance, former beauty salon owner and current defender of bright lipstick against all forms of gloom; Ben Turner, retired accountant, keeper of pencils, lists, and suspicious totals; Mabel Jean Rigsby, former church pianist and reigning authority on pound cake and the wrong use of margarine; Luther Shaw, who complained before every outing and then came anyway with snacks in his pockets; and Tara Collins, the 32-year-old activities director who had boundless goodwill, competent handwriting, and just enough faith in email to get into trouble at least twice a quarter. On a humid Friday morning in July, Tara came into the clubhouse holding her phone and wearing the face of a woman who had discovered that one wrong click can become public. Nancy looked up from arranging cups on the refreshment table and said, "What did you agree to?" Tara swallowed. "I thought I accepted a group ticket offer for the baseball game tomorrow night." Earl lowered his newspaper. "That sentence has branches." Tara placed the phone on the table. On the screen was a bright promotional graphic from the Louisville Rivercats minor league team. In giant letters it read, "Saturday Night Baseball presents Heritage Heroes of Meadow Pines." There was a baseball diamond, fireworks, and a smiling cartoon cat in a jersey holding what looked suspiciously like a microphone. The room fell still. Dolores leaned over. "Heritage Heroes," Ben frowned. "That is too specific for regular tickets." Tara took a breath. "I thought I was confirming a senior group package with discounted seats, hot dogs, and a shuttle drop-off. Apparently, I confirmed Meadow Pines as the featured community group for the game. We have reserved seats, our name on the scoreboard, a ceremonial first pitch, a group recognition during the third inning, and one representative scheduled to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" during the seventh inning stretch." There was a silence so complete that even the ice machine seemed embarrassed to continue. Earl blinked slowly. "You entered retirees into baseball pageantry." "I did not mean to," Tara said. "The form said community feature package, and I assumed it meant a coupon bundle." "There is no such thing as harmless bundling once the internet gets confident," Ben said. It got worse. The Rivercats page had already posted that Meadow Pines would be honoring small-town wisdom and lifelong community spirit at Saturday's game. Families of residents had begun commenting things like, "Go Grandma and save us some hot dogs." One grandson had written, "Grandpa Luther better not get the microphone," which everyone agreed was wise. Tara had already received an email from the team coordinator asking who would throw the ceremonial first pitch and whether the singer preferred a wireless or fixed mic. "Can we cancel?" Nancy asked, though her tone already suggested the answer was doomed. Tara looked pained. The coordinator said the game program is printed, and the announcer is excited because they love featuring older adults who still bring heart to the crowd. "That," Earl said, "is how strangers volunteer your dignity." Dolores, however, was glowing. "A scoreboard announcement," she said softly, as if the words themselves had moisturizing properties. Mabel Jean folded her arms. "No one from this building is singing in public, unless they can hold a note and stand upright while doing it." Ben was already reading the fine print. "Ceremonial first pitch is non-competitive. Group recognition includes camera time. Heritage Heroes package includes popcorn vouchers." Luther, from the coffee station, muttered, "Well, I'm not saying yes, but I'm no fool around a popcorn voucher." That was how the whole thing turned. No one truly wanted to be paraded around a minor league stadium like a county fair ribbon with knees. But no one wanted to back out after being publicly named, especially not if children and grandchildren were already promising to attend. "All right," Nancy said at last, in the tone of a woman accepting both fate and paperwork. "If we are doing this, we are doing it properly. We are not stumbling into baseball looking surprised. We are going in organized." Within 30 minutes, Meadow Pines had transformed from ordinary coffee room to emergency ceremonial planning hub. Ben made a list titled Baseball Operations. Dolores took charge of appearance because camera time without lip color is just negligence. Earl was placed in charge of transportation and common sense because he trusted neither shuttle timing nor stadium chairs. Mabel Jean insisted on hearing every possible candidate for the singing portion. Luther took refreshments because stadiums charge like airports, and I'm not being caught hungry in public. Tara called the Rivercats coordinator to clarify the obligations. First pitch at 6:40. Community recognition at 7:15. Seventh inning song around 8:35 depending on game pace and possible pitching nonsense. Depending on game pace, Earl said darkly, is how baseball reminds you who's in charge. Saturday arrived hot and bright, the kind of summer day that made outdoor commitments feel like moral tests. The Meadow Pines shuttle rolled toward Rivercats Field, carrying 12 residents, 3 tote bags of emergency snacks, 1 folded cardigan for the indoor part if there is one, and enough hairspray to survive moderate weather. Nancy wore a navy blouse and white sneakers that looked both practical and slightly ceremonial. Earl wore his clean plaid shirt and had shaved more carefully than usual, though when Dolores mentioned it, he said he was just respecting the razor. Mabel Jean carried peppermints and a compact tuning fork because she did not trust modern ears. Ben had the itinerary folded in his pocket. Luther had salted peanuts hidden in a zip bag for inflation resistance. The stadium was larger than expected, louder than expected, and more cheerful than anyone over 70 had entirely approved in advance. There were children with face paint, teenagers in team jerseys, families carrying giant cups of soda, and music playing from speakers with the full confidence of modern amplification. The Rivercats staff greeted Meadow Pines as though welcoming visiting royalty from a smaller but respectable kingdom. "Our heritage heroes," cried a young man in a polo shirt and headset, almost jogging toward them. "We're so glad you made it." "We were trapped by good manners," Earl said. The young man, whose name was Mitch, did not hear or chose not to. He led them through a side entrance, past the merchandise shop, along a concourse lined with barbecue smoke and popcorn smell, and into a small hospitality room with bottled water, fruit, nachos, and a sign reading, "Welcome Meadow Pines Residences." The room gasped. Dolores clasped a hand to her chest. "Well," she said, "now we cannot back out. They have printed us." Mitch explained the plan. They would watch batting practice from a reserved section near first base. The first pitch honoree needed to head down to the field in 20 minutes. The singer for the 7th inning would do a quick sound check in the tunnel. "We love making this special," Mitch said. "Our crowd really responds to heart." "Our crowd," Earl muttered, "is mostly on blood pressure medication." The first question, naturally, was who would throw the pitch. The entire room looked at Earl because he was male, standing, and had once played softball in 1963. Earl recoiled. "No. You have a good shoulder," Nancy said. "I have a decent memory of a good shoulder," Earl corrected. "Two different things," Luther suggested Ben because he still bowled on Tuesdays. Ben rejected this as an invitation to public geometry. Dolores wanted Nancy to do it because she looked like a person who already knew how to stand on grass and not apologize.